Just arrived today on the Isle of Skye. We're damp. First day of our trip, well, the first evening. We just come up to Uwig for the sunset, and there's the ship just leaving in the distance for be either Harris or North Uist, not sure which. As you can see, the sun's not far from setting just now. Left my microphone in the car, so the audio might not be brilliant, but we're at Slingershire today, first day, full day on Skye. It's cooling there, the back cooling from the old bridge. The Collie and Mackenzie statue up there. They were two guys that were the first that mapped out all the climbing routes in the cooling mountains. We'll have a walk around now to the statue. Yeah. Hopefully. Slingershire Hotel over there, that's where I parked the car just now. The old bridge there, the more modern road bridge there. And then in the distance we've got the cooling mountains. Zoom in a little bit. Well, the peaks are just completely covered in cloud and mist today. You've got a walk here that will take you all the way to Loch Corryusk, right in the heart of the cooling mountains. It's about an 8-mile walk, but you can also get a boat there from Elgol, which we were planning to do today, but it's not running. So hopefully there will be running at some point this week, but depends on the wind and the seas. Well, we've driven past the ferry poles down Glen Brittle, and we're now at Loch Brittle, which is a sea loch, and it's still wild, windy. The mountains in the distance there covered in cloud. On there, let's see if I can just zoom in a bit there. Can't see the peaks, it's just cloud. It's a beautiful spot, it's just a bleak day. But we found a nice cafe over there on the Glen Brittle campsite. So I got a latte and a chocolate muffin. So we're going to have a wander back up shortly, drive back up to the ferry poles, and the plan is to have a walk up there, but depends a little bit on the weather, as you can see if you look over there. Right, I'll see you at the ferry poles. Just doing another little bit here at Loch Brittle. We're just walking round. A couple of cottages, I imagined living there. Bit brighter up there, and the mountain there in the clouds. We made it to the ferry poles, right, parked up, and we're just walking down now. And then we're heading over there into the distance. Still quite a lot of people here to say it's the weather's not great. The car park's pretty rammed, but it's a very popular location, one of the most popular on Skye. So I'll come back when we get a little bit further up. Zoom in a little bit. So that's a little detour off the main track, which is back over there. You can see the path. That's where we're heading, right over into the distance. We're a little bit further up the falls now. Going further and further along the path now, and there's a nice waterfall there. Top of the cooling mountains still covered in cloud. I'm quite sheltered from the wind here as well. It's nowhere near as bad as it was back on the beach there. If I look back over in the distance there, you can see where the car park is, where I've come from. And we're heading onwards and up there. As you can see, there's a nice pool just there with lovely turquoise green water. On a summer's day that would be beautiful for a dip, maybe not so today, but it's really crystal clear, the water. Hi. We're quite well along the path now. We're not far from the base of the cooling. I'll just give the front of that lens a wipe. Going up where those people are a little bit further, but bring you back shortly. This is about as far as we're going to go now. This is probably the most photographed of all the falls. Normally from position lower down, I'm not going to go down today, but I have done previously for photographs. And then you've got the waterfall, obviously, if you get down low with the cooling in the background. Still looking very atmospheric. So we're just going to go a tiny little bit further up and then we'll call it a day. We're just a little bit past the point where the photographers normally congregate, and right in at the black cooling now. It's a pretty spectacular sight. I don't think the video does it justice really. Let's see the clag over the tops there. But if I look back from where we've come, believe it or not, some blue sky. And we're miles over there. I don't know if you'll be able to pick it out on this camera where we're parked. But this is so atmospheric here, it's just beautiful. just on Talisker Bay. See the sea stack there, just been doing some photographs, but we're just leaving now. So I'll do a little video as we're heading back to the car. It's about a 20-minute walk, maybe 25 from here. You can see the sea stack in the distance there. I'll just zoom into it. I'll take some photos of that, and there is a waterfall coming down from the top of the cliff over there. You probably can't catch it on here. But it's a lovely beach and the sea's quite choppy. So I'll talk to you a little bit more on the way back. Just on the walk back now from Talisker Bay to the car. So I think I said earlier it's about a 20-minute walk. It's very nice, got the mountain ahead there. Just look back towards the bay. Well, it's the second full day of our trip to Skye. We're down by the harbour and Portree with the colourful houses. We've booked a boat trip, hopefully see some dolphins with a little bit of luck and seals, and possibly even sea eagles. So I'm not sure which of the boats is the one we're going to be on, but it's going at 10 o'clock. It's currently 25 to 10 now, so we've got quite an hour to wait for we're allowed to get on. But yeah, this is Portree Harbour. We're staying in the hotel's just over in that far corner over there, so literally a 2-3 minute walk from here. It's very quiet this morning, Tuesday morning. But yeah, we'll bring you back when we're getting on the boat.
Right this way. They're actually nesting sites from, the earlier months of mornings will now reflect, but these caves are nesting sites for common and locally we know them as the Scarf Caves. Scarf is actually an old Norse term for cormorant. And Norse is kind of the primary language actually spoken here in Skye in the 9th and 10th centuries when the Vikings were in Scotland, until eventually the Irish came and they brought Gaelic with them. But
we're off the boat now, as you can see, and we're driving down to Elgol from Portree. I don't know if you can see over there, there's a very vivid rainbow. I don't know if the camera will pick it up. Got some nice sunlight on the hill over there as well. So yeah, we're on our way to Elgol, and I'll come back to you on the road down there from Broadford. Well, we're on the way to Elgol now, and just got a mile or so to go, just under. Got a local traffic jam. Here we are at Elgol, and right in front of us you've got the Coolin Mountains, although you'd never know because you can't see them, but they are there. Well, we made it to Elgol and we've had a walk along the stones of the beach, looking across to the Coolin Mountains there, but you can't really see anything. If I just zoom in a little bit, there's a vague outline, but nothing really that we can see. But yeah, we've walked from the car, which is way back in the village over there. You've actually got the school right next to the beach, Elgol Primary School, just up there. So what a fantastic place for kids to go to school. And yeah, if we come round again, the mountains are coming out of the mist a little bit over there. So I might see if I can take some photos. We're on the drive back to Portree now from Elgol, and we just stopped off because the river has been so much rain over the last sort of 24 hours or so. The river's flowing so fast. I'll just see if I can zoom in a bit. Down there, some little waterfalls down at the bottom there, but over the road here we've got a cracking waterfall, so just make sure I don't get run over. It is actually raining now, so as you can see from the front of the camera, I'll just give it a wipe. And that's pretty impressive waterfall, that. We've got the cooling mountains up above there as well. You can barely see them again because there's mountains all around us here, but you just can't see them for the clag. Got a little bit closer. I'd love to go closer still, but I don't think so. Try and get round to that bridge there and have a look. I'll bring you back in a minute. Now I've got a little bit closer. That's very impressive waterfalls. Some water going down there. Right, we're going to head to Sliggerton now because the waterfalls there is looking pretty good photography. I'm going to take some photos, although we'll see. Depending on how much it's raining, we'll have a look. But see you at Sliggerton.